Namaste everyone and happy Shivaratri and welcome to the Spake Satguru Sivananda. Yesterday we have learned about what is being awakened or what is the real meaning of staying awake. So today we have another brilliant quote, golden words from Guru Garu. Let's get started. I will share. If liberation is sought for, soul has only to surrender. Nana, over to you. It's very simple. All we have to do is surrender. What is surrender?
Both the terms look very simple.
Yes.
There is liberation and then the surrender.
Yes.
Liberation has something to do with our earlier episode, which we dealt with the awakenings and being awakened. Being awakened is nothing but liberation. So, yesterday we have been dealing with this awakening, and we have seen that this is what we are just seeing, that no, we are awakened. Awakened means we have woke up from our sleep, and in the night that we had the sleep, and then in the morning we got up. And we think that now we are all awakened. So because awakening is because we are able to use our five senses to know what is going on in the surroundings. So this is what we think that is the wakefulness. But in Guruji's terms, wakefulness is something different. That's what we had discussed yesterday. And then we had taken three states of our position, existence. One, wakefulness, and then sleep. In the sleep again, we have two different stages. One was, in the swapna sthiti, and the other was gadha slumber, deep slumber, that is gadha sushupti. So in these three, what Guruji says that we have to be awakened. And awakened to what? Awakened to what? Because now physically we know that being awakened is getting up from the bed and then looking around. So this is what we call. But what is that awakening that we have seen that? Yesterday we have taken this, that you should be conscious of the existence of that super truth, the ultimate truth. So that is wakenness. That's why what we call as a jagarna, to be wakeful of that. And here in this quote, this is typically a second one, the what you call a advanced quote, where we are introduced to liberation. And also, liberation is possible only if there is surrender. What is surrender then? Who has to surrender? What we have to surrender? So it's a very big question. So here, if liberated, if we are awakened, if we are awakened, what would happen? So we are free. So, but when we have entered into Brahmanda, Shiva has made us free, and we could have taken whatever way that we can go. So this was there earlier. So from that freedom, what is this freedom? What does this liberation mean? So this is the important thing. Liberation, ultimate liberation we may call it as mukti. Mukti from what? Mukti from our very existence in this Brahmanda, very feeling of I here. And this I is nothing but ego. Guruji in other quotes he has said that, if you are aware that you are bound, then having that awareness that you are bound is itself liberation, he says. So this is something very difficult to understand. If you are bound, do I feel that I am bound? Oh no. If I am interested, I would speak. If I have something to say, I would speak. If there is somebody to hear, I would speak. So I think that this is my freedom. This is my freedom. I can also say that I won't speak now. I won't talk to you now. So this is what we call as liberation. Because in the Western concept that we are looking at the freedom or the right to freedom. All these things were speaking about this world. We think that in this world we are free. That is the foolishness. In this world, being in this world, living in this world, we are not at all free. Why? Why? Because you are, even now also, I am dependent on so many things. Even I am talking to you virtually. I did not come to you there physically and speak to you. But even then, I am bound in the sense, the technology, I am bound by the technology. Suppose if the Wi-Fi fails, how can I talk to you? If the screen fails, how can how can you see me? If the audio fails, how can you hear me? So I am bound by these things, all these appliances. I'm not a free man in any way. And Guruji says that you are always conditioned. Conditioned in the sense, you get hungry and you want to eat some food. And you get some sickness and then you are going for medicines. You think that you are happy, but this happiness does not stay forever. This happiness does not stay forever. The next moment, what happens? That is the fear. We are always in the fear. We are always looking for something that we do not know. Something that we do not know. So this longing for something which we do not know is itself a condition. This conditioning is important because now you are conditioned. So you are not liberated. You are not free as you supposed to be free. But you are not free. You are bound by anything. And similarly, your future you do not know. What happens tomorrow? You do not know. But you think, but you have some projections from the present. From the present, you think you have projections. So tomorrow I have a meeting, I have to attend a meeting at so-and-so place. So that's an engagement. But are you sure that you will be there tomorrow to attend that meeting? Would not. That you cannot say, yes. If tomorrow is there, if the meeting is there, if you could reach there in time, and if you could speak there, so all these ifs are there. So the liberation is generally a thing in which, you are not bound by any of these conditions. No conditions. Is that possible even for a free man, as we're supposed to be politically, where we think that we are free citizens of India, okay? We are free citizens of UK or US, whatever it may be. And you have certain rights, and you can claim your rights. You can go to the court if somebody freezes your rights. That's all wonderful. But this freedom, even then, you can't be somebody to give you protection. You depend on so agencies
బ్రేకప్ అవుతుంది నాన్న, బ్రేకప్ అవుతుంది. 1 second చూసుకో, బ్రేకప్ అవుతుంది. నౌ ఇట్స్ బెటర్. yes.
So everywhere you are found, and everywhere you need somebody to help you, and everywhere you need something, you require something. So if liberation is sought, if you think that you want to be really free, you have to be out of this Brahmanda. Freedom is enjoyed only by one ultimate thing, Parabrahma or Brahma or Ishvara, whatever you name. So yesterday we have seen that you have to be wakeful. Who should be wakeful? The soul which is in sleep, that means which is not conscious of the super consciousness. Your consciousness is only limited to this Brahmanda, to this loka, to this earth, earthly things. So suppose if you want to liberate yourself from this, you have to liberate yourself from this limited consciousness. So you should have a connection to that. But there is a small layer between you and that phenomena. So if you want to liberate yourself, you have to cross a border. There is a border, a thin border, not a physical border, but something is preventing you. Something unseen thing is stopping you from going out. As we have earlier said, that in Brahmanda, those who are in the Brahmanda, they can never go out of Brahmanda. Physically, it's not possible. And physically, it is not also possible for anybody to go from bhuvana to other bhuvana. We say that there are three bhuvanas and in our solar system. So you have bhu, bhuva, swa, bhuvanas are there. But from here, you cannot go physically to other bhuvana. And you cannot go to Swarloka and stay there and look here and there and then go into the Nandanavana and enjoy. So you are not supposed to go. You are in a physical condition. This body is itself a cell for you, wherein you are bound. You cannot go out of body. So this out of body existence, this out of body experience is something, the first thing that you will have to go out. So that is the first experience. You must free yourself from this cage. From this cage, you have to go out. So in Shivaratri, what we generally do is that we try to be in that consciousness. Our consciousness has to be extended to that super consciousness with difficulty, with effort, with lots of effort. So Jagrata means you must be aware that there is something super consciousness there, and your consciousness is a limited consciousness with a limited ego, and this is preventing you from entering into the mega consciousness, the universal consciousness. So that is liberation. Even before that, you have to have this small body in which you are engaged, and from this you have to go out. So this is a very big mechanism. In the sense, we gain samskaras with our lives, and these samskaras propel the three gunas. We have the three gunas. Everyone gets his entity, gets his identity only with the three gunas. Sattva, Raja, Tamas gunas. So the combination of these three gunas make us an entity. So these three gunas would take us to the other six bhavas. Shed bhavas are there, and they are propelled by this life, the actions of this life. Actions won't go anywhere, but the effect of actions would inspire these gunas, and these gunas in turn affect the bhavas. And so when you take a next life, these bhavas are carried with you. That what you call phenomena of bhavas, they are covering this soul, because he says it is soul. So soul wants to become free, but soul cannot become free because it is covered by these samskaras, by these bhavas, by these gunas. And so we are engaged. First the body, and after the body, you have to free from your chitta, from ahankara, and then another stage where you can enter into the super consciousness. So there are so many stages are there. But how is it possible to get over all these things and go into that loka, into that Satyaloka? Because beyond Satyaloka, you cannot go unless you go to Satyaloka. From there, of course, with the grace, I think you can have that super consciousness. So here, this soul is the important thing. That is looking the liberation, not this body, not this mind. We think that mind is free, my mind is free. But our body is free because nobody has put us in a physical jail. So we think that we are free, but we are not exactly. Who is not free? The soul is not free. The soul is seeking the liberation. So the soul is seeking the liberation, and that should be known to this mind and body complex. The soul, so desire of seeking, when it is seeking liberation, and this body complex, mind and body complex, has to cooperate with it. How should it cooperate? It's a very big question. How should it cooperate? So we will be doing so many pujas and abhishekas and all this. We will be doing that. So all these things, they have to work on this mind, so that mind should turn from this side to that side, from towards the Brahmanda, so outside the Brahmanda. So this is what Hridaya Padmam, they say Hridaya Padmam is looking downwards, and then it has to be turned upwards. So our drishti should always be looking above these things. So we have to turn ourselves to that super consciousness. So this is one important thing where Guruji has suggested that surrender is there. The only thing very easily what we can do is just a surrender. Surrender to whom? Surrender to whom? That supreme truth or ultimate truth we do not know. We are not acquainted with that. We are not conscious of that. To whom should we surrender? So we have to take some symbol of that super consciousness. As we say that is Ishvara. Ishvara, we don't know, formless. And we say Muguramula, Mula Putama, we don't know how she is, where she is. She is in Mani, Dvipa, and all that. So all these stories are there. But how can we reach there? Maniloka or Manidvipa, how can you reach? All these are not possible for a common man. So for a common man, it is only very easy thing is that you have somebody as a symbol, some symbol. Either it can be some murti or some other body or whatever it may be. Some form is necessary. And along with the form, or you can have something which takes you or which makes you feel that you are with the ultimate. Maybe a guru. That's where the concept of guru comes. When we say surrender, we cannot surrender to the ultimate unseen phenomena. So we have to take some symbol. Take Vishnumurti. Take Shiva, Shivalinga. Or if possible, if you could get, luckily, if you have a guru before you, just surrender to him. So this surrender is the most important aspect of our life. Suppose if you want to liberate yourself, if you want to free yourself, unless you surrender what? Surrender all your bhavas, all your gunas. These things have to be surrendered. It's not just, prostrating before a guru and then saying, I have surrendered. So that's not going to be a surrender. You have to give away everything from you. That does not mean that giving away the money and then keeping quiet. That's not the thing. Every bhava, you have to surrender to him. So you have no choice of selecting anything in this life. There's no choice. Leave all these choices. Choices are only mind. So leave all these choices before him. Put them on his feet and then surrender to him. Guruji, I do not know anything, and you better don't give me any choices. Don't ask me for my options. you take me where I have to go. Yatha yogyam tatha kuru. You please do what I needed, what my soul wants. So that is surrender. So that complete, unless you surrender completely your bhava, your deha, and everything, you are not supposed to get liberated. That's the only way. And even in bhakti, we have the surrender, the same principle. In bhakti also, you have to surrender to Krishna or somebody. And they are not men there, going about here around you. There may be gurus. You can take one guru if Ishvara gives you that guru. So such a symbol of that Almighty, that Ishvara, because your guru is itself your Ishvara. That's what they say. Krishna is itself Ishvara. So whomever you select, you should think that it is nothing but it is the symbol of that jnana, that super ultimate truth. So with this, you should surrender yourself. And for that, you have to practice. All your sadhanas, all your bhaktis, all your bhakti kirtanas, all your pujas, and this and this, all things are the part of your surrendering to Him. So that is the surrender that liberates the soul. And this soul, when it is liberated, it mixes itself with that super consciousness, and you don't have any separate ego for you, and you are He, Tattvamasi. So you are that. So thank you, and very precious time of Shivaratri. Please be aware of this super soul or super consciousness, and get very close to Him as much as possible. Every day by day, Shivaratri by Shivaratri, and all that. So then the ultimate Shivaratri would be the last Shivaratri of your life. Not every Shivaratri, but that Shivaratri. So you have to wait for that Shivaratri when you can realize yourself and you can liberate yourself, and then realize that it is the super consciousness, that you are part of it, you are in it. And then you forget that you are there. This is the ultimate jnana. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Nana. That very apt quote we have come across for Shivaratri. Beautiful quotes, the golden words of Guru Garu. So we have to surrender to that Ishvara, either in the form of Guru or a person that you have come across that you consider as Guru. And if there is no Guru, then Shiva eva Guru. Shiva himself can be Guru. You can just ask Shiva to be your Guru and then go forward. Krishna Jagad Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. So Krishna is also a Guru. We can consider him not only as God, but we can also seek his blessings and ask him to guide us as well. So it all depends on the person, what they want to do. But the main gist is that us connecting to that ultimate truth, Sat, and then getting liberation, I guess. Just let us know how you are celebrating today. We have done Shiva Puja and Rudram, and now we are thinking of go to the temple close nearby. We have booked a Abhishekam there. That's what we are doing. Meeren chesaru Nana. What did you do? Gurudam kellara?
Gurudam vellemu. పొద్దుటించి కార్యక్రమాలే ఉన్నాయి. గురువారి అభిషేకము, తర్వాత 365 మృత్తికా శివలింగాలకు అభిషేకం జరిగింది సప్తధామంలో. తర్వాత శివ కళ్యాణం. ఈ కార్యక్రమాలన్నీ అయినాయి. మధ్యాహ్నం 3 గంటల దాకా ఉదయం నుంచి. రైట్ వెరీ నైస్. చాలా బాగా జరిగింది.
ఓకే దెన్ ఎవ్రీవన్ హ్యావ్ ఏ లవ్లీ శివరాత్రి and see you all again tomorrow. Nana?
Namaste.
Namaste.